Hello everybody, blessings to your day. Yeah, I did a whole video and I got eaten, so now I have to do this again. So I came back on to show you, let me get these in the right order. So I got from the Grace, hang on, let me make sure I got that right again. Go on Shop, the Daily Grace Co. and the Behold series. Okay, so they do have Old Testament and New Testament. I just did New Testament this time, and I've got the spiral bound and the journal. Now it comes with, this is Matthew to Luke. The next one is John to Romans, and they are different colors, so that, well, you may not be able to tell they're just, okay, there we go. And then number 3 is, let's see, Philemon through Revelation. Oh, no it isn't, that's the last one. That's the cream one, and then there's a light blue, and this one is 1 Corinthians to Titus. I cannot recommend these enough. Now, for your journal, it gives you, God's attributes, your thoughts on what you read, what you found most important. There might be 1 or 2 things you found really important that you want to click your brain to remember. You can put them there, and you can write in a prayer. And then the back half is, didn't go far enough. The back half of it is all just a place for notes, just a ruled notebook. Got a nice, this is a really nice, thick plastic cover. You get your regular, face page, or I don't know, what do they call that? I know there's a name for it. There's here where it says Behold, and a place to put your name and number in case you lose it. Comes with a nice, each chapter is going to have a verse, and I write them each down because that's part of your weekly study, is to write down that verse and memorize it. Then this page, which is just the table of contents for the book, and then study suggestions here, and just information here on pray, read scripture, memorize scripture, read study content, and respond. Then you have how to study the Bible. Real quick, just application and what you're doing. And this is what I love. These are attributes of God. So when you get to that attributes of God section and you're going, I can't remember, what do I pick? You go back and look. Timeline of this scripture. Like I said, I got the New Testament. It's a meta-narrative of scripture is creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. And then Jesus is the divine Son clothed in human flesh. And then you start Matthew. It walks you through who the author is, where, when, all of it. Genre, keywords. And then here's your memory verse for the week. I write these on a little card because stuff just doesn't stick in my brain. So I write it on a little card, and, then I study it. And that's Matthew. And then it has a question and answer section, and this one asks 4 people in Jesus' lineage that surprised you. And I found this online, so I printed it out and stuck it, washi taped the heck out of it to stick it in there, so that I'll have the whole information, and I'm not just writing down Rahab, Tamar, because there were 4 women in Jesus' lineage, and back then that was a big deal because women were not treated as equals. I mean, they even prayed, God, thank you that I'm not a cow, a donkey, a pig, or a woman. That kind of thing. So this Behold series, I'm telling you, good stuff. And I will get the Old Testament eventually, but these, they're not cheap, but the quality, you can just do the study, the spiral bound. You don't have to get the journals, but I wanted to be able to write down more and spend a little more time in the Word. So I'm retired. I can do whatever the heck I want. So you guys have a great day. This is my 5-minute mark is coming up. God bless, and I'll be back because I got a whole lot more. See you tomorrow. Bye.